Harvest.
Again, Def Africa, this is Imane Nouad, and here's the latest news from across the continent. Algerian Army Chief of Staff General Said Chengriha reaffirms Algeria's firm opposition to any foreign military presence in the Sahel region. General Chengriha warns of coordinated efforts to destabilize the region, underscoring Algeria's long-standing policy of non-intervention and regional sovereignty. Burkina Faso's transitional authorities say they have thwarted a major plot aimed at creating chaos, allegedly coordinated from Côte d'Ivoire. The junta has often accused Ivorian authorities of sheltering political opponents. In Nigeria, in central Nigeria to be precise, the death toll from a series of armed attacks in Benue State has reached 72 deaths, with local officials blaming long-standing land disputes and banality. Shifting to the Sudan file, Sudan's Darfur region is again under siege. Artillery shelling by rapid support forces on Al Fashir has killed over 30 civilians and wounded dozens. Humanitarian agencies warn of dire consequences if a full-scale assault unfolds. Still in Sudan, Sudanese authorities have greenlit the establishment of United Nations logistic bases in North Darfur, aiming to facilitate humanitarian operations in conflict zones. AU appointed a mediator for Eastern DRC. Togolese President Faure Nyansibe visited Kigali for talks with Rwandan President Paul Kagame. This follows his earlier mission to Kinshasa to meet President Felix Tshisekedi as part of efforts to ease tensions in the Great Lake regions. The United Nations has voiced strong support for a peaceful and transparent electoral process in Côte d'Ivoire ahead of the upcoming general elections, urging all stakeholders to show restraint. In Ghana, Accra is hosting celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS with the launch of commemorative logo. In parallel, the ECOWAS Council of Ministers began an extraordinary session to address urgent regional matters, including the withdrawal of Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso from the bloc. Salma Bakhta Mansouri, Algeria's Deputy Minister for African Affairs, met with Namibian Ambassador and Dean of African Diplomatic Corps. Discussions focused on strengthening continental cooperations between the two. In economy news, Algerian Energy Minister Mohamed Arqab received the United States Ambassador Elizabeth Moore-Oben to discuss deepening collaboration in the hydrocarbon sector, whereas his Deputy Minister Karima Tafer met with an Omani delegation to explore mining partnerships. Still in Algeria, the city of Oran is preparing to host the third African Business Expo this Saturday, with delegates from over 20 African countries expected to explore opportunities in trade, industry, and investment as well. In Washington, International Monetary Fund and World Bank officials have urged Libya to undertake urgent institutional and economic reforms to restore fiscal stability and transparency. The Sahrawi political prisoner Hassan Dah, a member of the Gdimizik group, has launched a 48-hour hunger strike in Morocco Kenitra prison, denouncing violations of his basic rights. Still in Morocco, Moroccan human rights groups are denouncing recent police crackdowns on an anti-normalization protests in Casablanca and Taniger. Prominent historian and activist Mati Monjeb has also condemned ongoing state harassment, vowing to continue his peaceful resistance. In health news, over 1,700 cholera cases and more than 30 deaths have been recorded in DR Congo's Tanganyika province since January. The UN attributes the surge to mass displacement from South Kivu. The World Food Programme will suspend aid to 650,000 malnourished women and children in Ethiopia starting May due to funding shortage, highlighting the deepening humanitarian crisis in the nation. 12 children and teenagers drowned after a pirogue capsized near Abidjan during a church-organized Eastern outing. Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding this accident. And before we wrap up, we talk about sports as well. Kenya's Ronser Konga and Ethiopia's Ftau Zirai emerged victorious at the 2024 Shanghai Half Marathon, finishing with impressive times of 1 minute 11 parts of a second and 1 minute 7 seconds 30 parts of a second respectively. And that ends today's harvest. Thank you for paying attention. Don't forget to stay with us in less than an hour in the French Roundup with Fuzi Marad. Keep enjoying today's programs with the Freaky